Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We really need to talk about the days of our lives, casting news, and comings and goings for the week of June 8 to 12. Grab your coffee or whatever you need because Salem is bringing the heat and I have a lot of thoughts today. So let's just dive right in because Monday, June 8 is going to be a massive day for the DiMera family. And I mean massive. Nikki Crawford is getting a lot more airtime as Lexie Carver, which I am thrilled about. But the storyline is getting so incredibly dark. Richard Wharton is popping back in as Dr. Wilhelm Rolf, and he has to examine Lexie in the lab. Because if you remember from a few episodes ago, Rolf found out that the lab rat they resurrected with the Versavix serum died again. The cure is failing. And now Lexie is starting to show these bizarre, terrifying symptoms. Rolf is panicking. He thinks Lexie is going to turn into a complete maniac before she dies a gruesome death all over again. And honestly, what were they thinking? Who actually believes bringing people back from the dead with glowing green juice in a creepy basement lab is going to end well? Nobody. But this is Salem. So of course, EJ thought he was playing God, and it would all be perfectly fine. He never learns. But it's not fine. Lexie is terrified. She shares scenes on Monday with her on-screen siblings, EJ and Kristen. Dan Foyer-Regal and Stacy Hyduck are going to chew the scenery here. I just know it. Lexie is going to unleash her absolute wrath on EJ for doing this to her. She didn't ask to be brought back just to be a ticking time bomb. And maybe I'm being too harsh on EJ here. I mean, he wanted his sister back. He loved her. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. He did it out of love, but it was so arrogant. He thought he could outsmart death. And now Lexie is sitting there, probably in a hospital bed or the DiMera lab, realizing her time is up again. Kristen will probably just stand there looking smug, because she always looks smug when EJ messes up. Actually, wait. Kristen might actually care about Lexie. Sometimes I change my mind about Kristen halfway through typing these things. She can be so evil, but she has a soft spot for family. But still, the tension in that room is going to be so thick, you could cut it with a knife. And then there's the serum. Rolf asks Lexie how much risk she's willing to take. And Lexie, who just got her life back, who just reunited with Abe and Theo after being presumed dead since 2012, she says she'll do anything. Anything. So she agrees to take additional highly experimental meds to counteract the Versavix, which could put her in even more danger. It's like putting a band-aid on a bullet hole. A radioactive band-aid. It's just gonna make things worse, right? I am so stressed for Abe. Abe is gonna lose his mind when he finds out. We already know from the summer preview that Abe snaps and kicks EJ out of Lexie's room and EJ gets a physical beatdown. This whole thing is a tragedy waiting to happen. It really fits the show's usual style of giving us a happy reunion and then immediately ripping our hearts out. I am so tired of the heartbreak, you guys. But I can't look away. I just can't. Moving on to Friday, June 12th, we have some much lighter news. Thank goodness. The kids are back. Alexander Elijah Bond and Autumn Gendron are returning as Thomas and Charlotte DiMera. Chad's kids have been off screen for a bit, presumably just hanging out at the mansion or whatever, but they are back for a family outing. Chad, played by Connor Floyd, and Belle Black, played by Martha Madison, are taking the kids to a baseball game. A baseball game? It is so rare we get normal family stuff on this show. Usually someone is getting kidnapped or poisoned at a family picnic. So a baseball game sounds amazing. Just eating hot dogs and cheering for the Salem team. And it's a date. Chad and Belle are enjoying this slow burn romance. They are at the game having fun, and they get caught on the kiss cam. The kiss cam, it is so cheesy, but I love it. Chad gives her a little peck for the crowd, but, you know, he's thinking she deserves a proper steamy kiss when they are alone. But how are Thomas and Charlotte going to react to Belle? Let's be real. Thomas has severe trauma from the whole Cat Green situation. Remember when Cat pretended to be Abigail? That messed that poor kid up. He hated Cat. He was the main roadblock to Chad and Cat ever happening. So, is he gonna accept Belle? Belle is sweet. Belle is safe. She's a lawyer. She's a mom. She's not an ISA spy pretending to be his dead mother. So maybe Thomas will actually like her and give his dad a break. I really hope so. Chad deserves some happiness after everything with Abigail and Clyde Weston. It feels different this time. It feels like Chad is actually moving on and building a real future. Then we have the Wednesday, June 10 episode. Oh boy. Sheenae Nielsen is back as Amy Choi, and let me tell you, Sheenae Nielsen has been acting her absolute heart out. She was named Performer of the Month for her portrayal of a grieving mother, and she deserves it. She really does. Amy is on a total warpath. She shares scenes with Ashley Puzemis, who plays Holly Jonas. Amy is confronting Holly again. Amy fully believes that Holly bullied Sophia into committing suicide. She found that fake suicide note, she saw the blood by the river, and she is out for blood. Holly's blood? Holly is terrified. She is drowning in guilt because she did say horrible things to Sophia online. She wished Sophia was dead. And now Sophia is dead. Well, presumed dead. But here's where it gets even messier. Tina Huang is also back on Wednesday, June 10, as District Attorney Melinda Trask. Amy connects with Melinda. Amy opens up to her, and you guys know Melinda Trask. Melinda does not care about feelings. Melinda cares about convictions. She has a history of prosecuting the wrong people just to look tough on crime. If Amy pushes Melinda to file manslaughter charges against Holly, Melinda will absolutely do it. She will drag a teenager into court just to get a win and make headlines. Amy is grieving, she is in so much pain, and she needs someone to blame. And Holly is the perfect target. It is so hard to watch because you feel for Amy, but you also know Holly didn't actually kill Sophia. Holly is just a dumb teenager who made some bad choices because we, the viewers, know the truth. Kristen DiMera killed Sophia! Or at least she bashed her over the head with a giant rock and had her goons dump her in the river. Sophia was just trying to fake her own death to frame Holly and skip town to Paris. But Kristen ruined it. Kristen literally ruined everything because she needed Sophia to kill Johnny in that apartment fire, and when it went wrong, Kristen silenced her. It is so insane. Amy is directing all this blinding rage at a teenager, while the real monster is sitting in the DiMera mansion sipping champagne and plotting her next move. It makes me want to scream at my television. She's right there, Amy. Arrest Kristen! But of course, they have to drag this out. They have to make us suffer for months before the truth comes out. So that's the week of June 8 to 12. It's a lot. It is a lot of heavy emotional lifting for the cast. Between Lexie dying again, Chad trying to build a new family, and Amy trying to destroy Holly's life. It's just nonstop drama. Sometimes I zoom out and think about the writer's room. Ryan Kwan is back as co-head writer. He's working with Jean Marie Ford now, and I wonder if this dark, heavy pacing is his doing, or if this was already in the works before he got back. We know there's a huge tape-to-air delay, so maybe this is still the old regime's material. Either way, it's clunky in places, it's messy, but I am so invested. I complain, I rant, I get so tired of the same old DiMera tropes, but I still care. I still tune in every single day, because I have to know what happens next. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you ready for Lexie's tragic exit part 2? Are you shipping Chad and Belle? I need to know I'm not the only one losing my mind over this show right now.